I know. Right. I was meant to play a clip, but
What
it's
is it? What do you smell?
right.
Okay.
Awkward start, but we're here for classic. But we got a great bunch of people here today. Over here we've got Jordan. Jordan, how's it going?
Hello, and hello. Good.
Also here we've got Jacob. Jacob, how's it going?
Ugluck, I think I smell it too, but it is not what the Rock is cooking. Or is it? I don't know.
Next up we got Chris.
Hello.
Chris, how's it going?
Spectacular fun.
And last but not least we got Stephen. Stephen, how's it going?
It's going great. Hopefully I'll get my third win, and then in a few weeks, my fourth win.
Steven.
I just want to make the second round. That's my only goal.
But with that being said, as you can see, we've only got 4 people. We had a last-minute dropout, and I just hadn't had time to find replacements, so we're just rolling with this. Everyone's made it to round 2. But
You're
with that
limited, Dan.
but with that, how Formula Classic works, there's going to be 8 questions in 8 different categories. Everyone gets 3 repeats, no challenges. But if you do have an additional question, bring up me afterwards. But with that, your first question comes in musicals. Which Star Wars actor plays Kevin Rosario in The Heights? This is such a great movie. I just rewatched this the other day.
Oh, that's great.
Give me a repeat. Repeat.
Yep. Alright, in musicals, which Star Wars actor played Kevin Rosario in The Heights? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Jordan.
I have no idea. John Boyega?
Jacob.
I'm going to grab a darker pen here in a second. Is it Oscar Isaacs?
Chris.
Jimmy Smith. Battle of Montgomery. No.
Stephen.
I have no idea. I also guessed Oscar Isaac.
Can you put your board closer for a minute, Chris? I just need to check something. Is that Smits or Smith on your board?
I had a hard time spelling his last name, so I tried to put it best I could.
It looks like 2 T's. It looks like Jimmy
It
Smith.
looks like 2 T's.
Yeah, because if it was Jimmy Smith, and that's incorrect, it's Jimmy Smits. S-M-I-T-S. So, yeah. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to check. It just was really hard to see there, but unfortunately, I can't give the point to anyone. But the next question comes in movie release dates. What year was Taxi Driver released?
To be released. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
Is it 1981?
Chris.
1987.
Stephen.
1976.
Jordan.
79.
76 is correct.
Good one.
The next question comes in directors. Who directed the movie Wumblefish?
Repeat.
In directors, who directed the movie Rumblefish?
Don't think I'm right.
I'm trying to think. I never even heard of it.
And 5, 4,
It's a great
3,
animated movie.
2, 1. Pins down. Chris,
That's so early on. And I never even heard that one.
Stephen,
I don't think this is right, but Spike Lee?
Jordan,
Francis Ford Coppola?
Jacob.
I said, haha, Malcolm, this isn't an actual movie.
It is a movie.
It is an actual movie, and it was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. The next question is in Oscars. How many Oscars did Some Like It Hot win?
I'm a man. Nobody's perfect.
But one of these days I might do a category called Oscars and have them all be Oscar Isaac movies.
I was just about to make that joke.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
1.
Jacob,
4.
Chris,
4.
Stephen.
I have no idea. 5.
It was nominated for 4, but only won 1.
Way to guess numbers, JPO.
I did it good, didn't I?
The next question comes in classics.
How
In
many
the,
Oscars? Something like that.
in the 39 Steps, the nanny that Richard Hannay meets at the start of the movie tells him that she has to go to which European country?
Jacob, rewrite your haha, this is not a movie thing again. I don't think this is good.
Oh,
Well,
it's
we'll
a
see.
movie.
I just have to guess a European country. That's a lot easier than name a director.
When American people write movie-driven questions, they always ask about US states. So I switch it up. I ask about world geography. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob,
I can't wait for you to start asking questions about New Zealand states. But I said France.
Chris,
Italy.
Stephen,
I accidentally put a city, not a country, so I don't know how that happened.
Jordan.
Spain?
It was Scotland.
Freaking Scotland.
I mean, is that an
was
actual
my
country?
nice guess.
The next question comes in filmography. Which actor appeared in the movies Beethoven, Shall We Dance, 2017's Beauty and the Beast, and Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters?
Can I get a repeat?
Yep. Don't know whose dog it is. Oh. Alright. The question is, in filmography, which actor appeared in the movies Beethoven, Shall We Dance, 2017's Beauty and the Beast, and Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters?
I don't think my comment after because thank you a teacher thing.
Well, I know he's in 4 out of these 5, but I don't know
I
about
don't
the
have a
fifth one.
dog.
I mean, I only asked 4 movies. So I don't know where you got the 5th movie from.
Oh,
Steve.
then 3 out of 4. then I mean 3 out of 4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
And Steven said he, so I imagine Emma Watson is not correct.
Chris.
I know that only because favorite man. Nelly Tucci were Pelly and Beethoven.
Stephen.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in Percy Jackson, but I'm pretty sure he's in the other 3. So yeah, Stanley Tucci.
Jordan.
I threw out Kevin Kline.
It was Stanley Tucci.
Nice.
Thank you,
He
Facebook. Can't do it now.
But the next question comes in fantasy. In Big Fish, when Edward was drafted into the army, what war does he fight in?
Good question.
Was that a repeat there, Chris?
I think you just said good question.
No, I hope I got it right. Pretty much out on music.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. I heard him say something. I didn't want to screw him out of a repeat when he didn't need.
No, I understand. Yeah. Good clarification.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Stephen.
Is it World War II?
Jordan.
Is it Nam?
Jacob.
Vietnam.
Chris.
World War II. I remember the scene correctly.
It was the Korean War.
Oh,
And the final question comes in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the scores for Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and 28 Days Later? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
What did I say? Oh, Michael Giacchino.
Jacob.
That sounds like Ennio Morricone.
Chris.
I have it sure.
Stephen.
Don't have it.
It was John Murphy.
Good old Murphs.
The credit team from
I knew it was probably somebody I never heard of.
But with that, the scores at the end of round 1, Jordan and Stephen are tied on 2 points. And Chris is on 1 point. Jacob's just happy to be here.
man.
I am happy to be here.
And apparently my number wheel has disappeared, but while I'm setting up the wheel, I'll say the categories I have for round 2. The categories I have is who sang that Bond song, 2000s horror movies, 80s horror movies, 60s horror movies, and classic horror movies, plus the secret category, which you can take for double the points if you wish.
What is the first one called?
Ooh.
Who sang that Bond song? Alright. Alright. Alright, so Jordan, give me 2 numbers between 1 and 7.
1 and 3.
Stephen, give me 2 numbers between 1 and 7.
2 and 4.
Chris, give me a number between 1 and 7.
5.
And Jacob, do you want 6 or 7?
Little Sean, what should I go for? 7? Okay. I'm going to go for 7.
Which means if it lands on 6, it's going to be the secret category no matter what. Just my phone cooperates. And just by the slightest margin, it is going to be 5, which means, Chris, you get to pick the category.
So I have some clarification. What do you mean by who sang that one song? Like, to understand.
Essentially, you're guessing who sang the Bond theme song. That essentially is what it is.
Oh, screw that. I know
That's
the
exactly what it sounds like.
2000 horror.
2000s horror?
Yeah.
Right. Your first question in 2000s horror. Which Boy Meets World actor plays Paul in 2002's Cabin Fever?
Oh.
Boy meets world. Boy meets world.
Boy Meets World is great, and if you didn't check it out, I did a whole episode all about Boy Meets World on late night. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Jordan.
Ryder Strong.
Jacob.
So he plays the best friend in Boy Meets World, and then he survives by drinking beer in Cabin Fever. But I don't know his name.
He
Chris.
dies in the
I
shitty
could have
sequel
pulled
right
it.
away.
Keep in my name. I could have pulled it.
Stephen.
The only person I even know from that show, and it's not a guy, Maitland Ward.
I
Whoa. I think we all know why you know that name. Hey now. Google her later, guys.
Yes, it is an actor for a good porn star name, as Jay would say, Ryder Strong. Anyway, the next question is: who directed Saw 2 and 3, as well as Repo the Genetic Opera?
JPO, he does die in the first one. It's at the very end, not in the shitty sequel.
I disagree.
I wish there was. I wish a multiple choice was an answer because I would get this right with multiple choice, but I don't know.
Is he fully dead in the first one? I feel like he's still like zombified,
No.
and he's not fully dead.
No, he gets shot like 28 times.
Okay.
It's like the worst part of the movie.
The
Pins
remake's
down.
worse.
Jacob.
I know James Wan did the first one. Is it James Wong?
Not even the right
Chris.
name.
Let's leave one now. We're calling one.
Stephen.
I couldn't remember the name. I'm not doing well today.
Jordan.
Is it Darren Lynn Bousman?
I believe that is
Darren Lynn
correct.
Boseman is correct.
See, multiple choice, I would have gotten it right.
Alright, the next question is: which famous director plays Dr. Aloysius Rimmer in Jason X?
Maybe.
Can I have a repeat?
I will actually do one better. I'll put it on screen for you, just because I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly. And coming off now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Chris.
Fuck this up.
Okay, you like Lost?
Stephen.
I'm pretty sure this is wrong, but David Cronenberg.
Jordan.
No, I think that is right. I think I put the wrong David Fincher.
Jacob.
I also put the David Lynch.
No, that's right.
David Cronenberg is correct.
That's right. Okay, I knew what David was.
Like it's a body horror guy. Which one is it?
And your final question: how many Final Destination movies were released in the 2000s? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Stephen.
I believe all but one of them. 4.
Jordan.
I also went with 4.
Jacob,
I went with 3.
Chris.
I changed mine to last minute 4.
4 is correct.
Thank God I changed mine to last minute. I would just like think.
But unfortunately, that does mean we have to say goodbye to Jacob this time. But the scores at the moment is Jordan is in the lead with 5 points. Stephen is second with 4 points, and Chris is third with 2 points. But Jacob, I'll keep you on screen if you can keep track of these scores for this one, because it is the gain a point, lose a point round. If you get a question incorrect or no answers, you lose a point. If you get it correct, you gain a point.
And you said it's 5, 4, and 2, right?
5, 4, and 2.
Okay.
Still anybody game at this point.
Yep. Your first question comes in the Straw franchise.
What?
Who plays Detective Mark Hoffman in the franchise?
Calm down, Chris.
That's exactly what everyone says when they're in a Saw trap or watching a Saw movie. Good job, Chris.
I mean, that's if they survive enough time to make a sound.
I'm pretty sure every single trap, they could make a sound.
Yeah, that movie is just about torture, so. Or those movies.
But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Jordan.
I don't think this is his character name. Donnie Wahlberg.
Chris.
Yeah, it's in the same situation. Johnny Wahlberg. I know it's the other guy that had such a punchable face.
And Stephen.
I guessed Costas Mandylor.
Costas Mandylor is the correct answer.
And I actually met him.
So Stephen goes up a point.
Challenge. Steven's a close personal friend. Question doesn't count. Steven's best friend
goes
here.
down.
I mean, it's a flex. You can't challenge a flex.
Chris is still in the game, but only just. Your next question comes in crime movies. Who plays George Stone in The Untouchables?
Between.
Probably wrong, but.
I know I'm wrong.
It's because it's not a horror movie.
3, 2, 1, pins down. Chris?
Autonomy?
Stephen?
Yeah, I know it's not Connery. I know it's not Costner. So I guessed Andy Garcia.
Jordan?
Well, I was hoping it was Costner.
But the correct answer is Andy Garcia.
Good job, Steven. I'm out, but I got to have fun. So let's it.
I'm just doing some mental maths in my head. Stephen can go down to 3. Yes, you're definitely out, Chris, because even if you get all 3, if Jordan gets one correct, there's no way of getting a tie anyway. So,
You're also at 0.
Well, that is true. Well, actually, if Stephen gets the next 3 incorrect and Chris gets them all 3 correct, and Jordan gets them all incorrect, then it could. It's, you can keep answering. Yeah. We'll see what happens. The next question comes in Star Trek. What is the name of the ship that David Marcus is on when he goes to investigate the Genesis planet in the search for Spock?
I can't believe I'm getting a Star Trek question wrong.
5,
Repeat.
3. Yep. In Star Trek, what is the name of the ship that David Marcus is on when he goes to investigate the Genesis planet in the search for Spock?
I love how we went from horror questions to a horrible movie.
Oh, I love Star Trek 3.
You're the only one.
It's not my favorite,
Five,
but I think it's a good,
4,
solid movie.
3, 2, 1.
You are smoking
Down.
something.
But Stephen,
I know this is wrong, but the Reliance.
Jordan,
The USS Enterprise.
and Chris.
USS Franklin.
It is not. It is the USS Grissom.
Okay.
I just went with the Reliance because I know that was in the second one.
I haven't figured it in my head. I'm going through all of them in my head.
But with that, Chris is definitely out.
Hey, play for fun. So let's just.
Yeah, I'll just say that it's definitely out. Now there's no way of you winning. Next question comes in George Clooney.
Oh, good one.
What George Clooney movie features a supporting cast of Hugh Laurie, Catherine Hahn, and Tim McGraw?
I'll take a repeat. Hugh Laurie.
A repeat for Jordan. What George Clooney movie features a supporting cast of Hugh Laurie, Catherine Hahn, and Tim McGraw?
I think this is right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
Leatherhead?
Chris.
I did have time to finish writing. I had a descendant. The one where head white.
And Stephen.
Is it Tomorrowland?
The correct answer is The Sun Will Come Out in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, once you said that, yeah, Hugh Laurie's the bad guy. Damn.
And with that, and your winner, with his third win, is Stephen Shepherd. As I go round the board, Jacob, you made it to round 2. How do you feel?
I scored more points than Chris Diaz. I will just say that right now. So, Chris, you played for fun and ended up biting in the butt.
But Chris, you made it to round 3. How do you feel?
I feel fine. This was actually much harder question than I usually have. But there were fun questions. So I would come back a little bit. But hey, I had fun. I still got plenty of time to get my third win in, and this is just I have been October over, so we should take a break from the hard question and actually have new round 2. Right, that's not hard related.
You picked a horror-related category.
Because
The only other option was songs.
There's a secret one. No one would have judged you for the secret category.
But Jordan, how do you feel?
No, I feel pretty good, man. Really good game, Steven. Good game to everybody here. I had a couple of nice pulls, but that last half killed me. I was just tanking them. But I know, I always had fun as always. Thanks for hosting, Malcolm. Appreciate it.
And Stephen, you pulled out your third win. How do you feel?
Man, I've never made it. I mean, I've only been doing this for a couple years, but I never got even close to making the snowball, and now I just need one more win. But yeah, I got lucky because the third round saved me. I didn't think I was gonna win after round 1 and 2.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones this has been one of this year's at this point we've only got 3 people in Classic, and that is Steve Mesa, Joseph Olivas, and Payson Johnson. So I mean, it's been a wider spread of people getting wins in there because there's a lot of people on free set at the moment. that are just interesting. But with that being said, Stephen, you do have to wait 2 weeks to sign up again. Everyone else can have to wait 1 week. And just for clarification, that means you can't sign up for Thursday. When Jay puts the sign up post tomorrow, but you can sign up for my Sunday again on when I put that one up. But with that being said, that's the end of Classic for tonight. Until next time, and I don't know if it's live, but tune in for Picks and Licks, Picks and Lists.
With all of us.
Oh, it's lists, not licks.
It is
We're
For
licking
you,
each
it's
other.
For you only, it's licks.
Yeah.
But until next time, sign up for Classic. There's an Evil Dead Full Metal Random match happening tomorrow that I'm hosting, starring Chris, as well as it's Chris versus Rhino Regan versus Anthony Tisdale versus John Ma. He'll correct me on how to pronounce that tomorrow. But with that being said, I'm going to go out on the clip because why not?